What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting $9,122. We're up 0.58%. And what we're going to be doing is looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame because I wanted to look at some patterns with you all that are taking place right now. And what we're going to try to do today is talk about how we're attempting to find a bottom for Bitcoin out of this short-term downtrend that we've been in for quite a while now, and it's going on about 3 weeks. So what you always want to look at here, just like we had back in here, after we had a big retracement, we had a bearish engulfing candle here. It came on a lot of volume, got pushed to the downside, and that was from January 19th all the way till about January 24th, 25th, right in that range, and then we continued to move higher. So what we're trying to do now, coming out of this downtrend after this big fall, trying to find a bottom right here. And the reason why we know that this is our bottom as of now, as you can see, the price changed and we started to have higher highs right in here, higher low, higher high. We're going to see if we can get our higher low and then hopefully a higher high. And that's the trend changing from those lower highs and lower lows. And also we are still respecting our green trend line right here. And that's very important that we stay up above that trend line and just keep chugging, making those higher highs and higher lows. I really want to emphasize that. Pay attention to this green trend line. If we start having daily candle closes below that, that's when you know most likely we have that true trend line break and the trend really could reverse fast on us to the downside. So right now, guys, we just really want to keep this overall uptrend that we've been in since, we'll call it the beginning of, or I'm sorry, yeah, about the beginning of 2020. We've been in this uptrend because these higher lows are still coming in and they're being respected by that trend line. And that's the importance. When you see trend line breaks, even from the 1 hour up to the 1 week, they're significant. And a lot of times when you get that break on volume, it's really going to move on you. So it's something in this space that you do want to pay a lot of attention to. The next trend line I wanted to talk about with you was this red downtrend line. This is going to be the big one here. If we can break out of this, that's what really could send us up to challenge $10,500, which we're going to need to do eventually because we're going to get to that squeezing point. We have the downtrend that's happening and we have this uptrend that's happening, and we're going to continue to bounce in this area until we break out from one of them. And you can see here on the 4-hour time frame, we are up above our 20 moving average, our 40 and our 50, and we still need to get back up above this 200, which is now acting as overhead resistance, and it's lining up with this downtrend. So this will be a strong area we need to get up and through, and that's going to be at about $9,500. So if we can continue this move to the upside, that's going to be my target, $9,500. And if I zoom in on this, I'm going to just show you how the trend changed if we look at this. It's so important. Those who can pick up the trend change the quickest, those are who are going to be the most successful. So we had this climax dump right here on heavy volume, right? Price just continued to go down until we had this change. We had basically a doji candle right off this trend line here, and it came on a little bit more volume, and we got pushed up to the area we had hit before. So at that point, it was a little bit of a double top, and then we came back down and we set that higher low, and then we broke out through that area that we had challenged twice, and it came on a little bit more volume. That's what we need, a nice strong candle there. And now what we need to see is if we can hold this higher low. We do not want to start dropping back below 8,947, this area, because we just broke up through it, and we want that to become support so we can make our next higher high and start challenging these levels up here. I think that's really important for us, but I still believe we need more volume. I've been emphasizing this, I've been talking about it. For us to really make a move here and get out from that 9,500 in this downtrend here, it's going to take a lot of volume, and it's going to take buying pressure to do that. So that's something we have to be, mindful of, because this could just be a little short-term uptrend, and then we could continue to roll to the downside. So that's where you always have to protect yourself and watch these moves and what type of volume the moves come on. So let me get these arrows out of our way here, and let me know down low what you guys are doing. Are you in a position right now? Are you still looking for a position? Do you believe this is going to continue to move to the upside? Is this green trend line going to be, respected? Or are we going to get stuffed by this red downtrend line once we start getting up to that $9,500 range if we're able to make it there? I want to hear your guys' opinion on it. Next, what we're going to do is get into a few indicators. Remember, we're just staying on the 4-hour time frame here. I want to be a little more detailed with y'all as opposed to just looking at the 1 day, because I really wanted to look at the flow of the market and those higher highs and higher lows coming out from the lower highs and lower lows and how trends change. That's what you're looking for. So in terms of indicators, we'll go to our relative strength. Relative strength right here, we are at 60, and what you could also do, I can just kind of spot this right here. You could draw a trend line up through that and then make sure we continue to get those higher highs and higher lows, just like we were talking about. Do you see this? Here's our low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You get the picture as we continue to move forward. That's how trends are made. That's how they change, just like that. So that's stuff that you can really put in your back pocket, guys, that I want to help you out with, is learning about trends, learning about candlesticks. That's kind of why I'm here. You know, I just want to help save people money and help people learn this and take you on my journey as well. So on the 4 hour here on our stock, we're at 54 and 60 right there. So just running a little bit more neutral. And if we zoom in here, we did have our downside cross, as you can see right here. So we'd have to start getting another cross to the upside. That's going to be important for us here in the hours to come and day to come. And then I wanted to look at our MACD. And with our MACD, our histogram is starting to move to the downside here. We have not had that bearish cross, though. We are still in bullish territory since we had our bullish cross, and this was back February 28th. We've still been up above it there. So we have to pay attention, because these things can happen just like over here. Do you see how we started to go down and then we pop back up? Until you get that confirmation, you know, you just want to sit back and really watch it and be patient and careful. And in this game, guys, I believe being patient a lot of the times and just really sitting back and watching this market and stalking it and then saying this is where I'm going to get in or this is where I'm going to get out, really having that plan is going to be the key for you, and identifying these trends as soon as possible. So that's what I wanted to leave you with today. What we need to do is just hold this area right here, 8,900, for support. So I don't want to start dropping back below that. And then to the upside, if we can start getting over 9,171, we're going to be in good shape with volume. And then I'd want us to try to go up there and challenge that 9,500 is going to be my next target after that. So let me know down below what you guys are doing. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you all. Take care.